Holy cats. Finally, I'm here. All right, guys, how's it going? How is it going? Hopefully, you've got people here. Really, honestly, it's really not cooperating with me. All right. That's cool in the game. That's cool. We'll figure this out as we go along. Maybe I need to close it all. If you can hear me, if we've got anybody in this live, please let me know. Close all of these, and then we're gonna get to the get to. Hey, son. Hey, Bossy Bree. How's it going? Okay, good. All right. So at least I know that the live actually went out and we are chit chatting. The crazy thing is, I don't even. Oh, there it is. All right. I was about to say, if I didn't even have my own god darn notification, do you know how mad I was about to be if I couldn't get my own notifications? Hey, Mel. Hey, Oasis of Healing. How are you, lovey? All right. Here we are. Um, I'm not quite sure which way I want to go with this yet. Let me do this here. Okay. Y'all have been talking, asking, hey, Lise, can you do we've been thinking about this, right? The coronavirus. We've been hearing about it. It's here in the United States. Um, you know, Beyond a shadow of a doubt. So this is what I wanted to do tonight. Let me just get one more thing together here. All right, good. That's good. Um, what I'm going to do here is figure out how I invite people. You got to figure out how to invite people. I knew this. Here we go. Invite, copy to clipboard. What we're going to do is we're going to allow y'all to come onto the StreamYard as we're going along tonight. Glam Beauty, if you're in here still, um, I see you're in New Jersey. It's crazy. People are buying everything off the shelves. And we do have a few concerning cases at the local hospital. Okay. Let me start off by saying this. What a lot of you probably don't know is that I studied biochemistry. I was a biochemistry major in college. At that point, my desire was help to find a cure for AIDS. I wanted to go into research and find a cure for AIDS. So this is back in the day. But because of that knowledge of biochemistry, it does give me a little bit more scientific insight into COVID 19 from an earthly perspective. And then we're going to talk about it from a spiritual perspective as well, because it's all energy, right? Hey, Melba, welcome. Yes, thank you, Shonda Rise. Thank you, guys. Um, so I want to talk about the earthly or the matrix perspective of this first, and then we're going to talk about the spiritual perspective, because I think that positions me uniquely to have a really open discussion about this. So, from a physical, scientific, third dimensional perspective, what we're looking at this point is hey, you and your feelings, we are looking at a hybrid virus. We're looking, oh, it's too loud, isn't it? Okay. We're looking at a hybrid virus. We're looking at a virus that was made, man-made, from SARS, which is, I believe, the bird flu. Hey, Virgo sun. And HIV. Spliced together to make a super virus. This is why AIDS uh, uh, AIDS medications are helping. This is why it mimics a flu, and when you're doing a CT scan of one's lungs, it looks a lot like a pneumonia type thing. Okay? Hey, Alice. Hello, everyone coming in. You guys share this with everybody. Share this. Put this out on Facebook that I'm live. I don't know if I can share it to Twitter. If y'all can share it to Twitter, share it to Twitter. Share it to your grams. So this was a man-made, spliced, right, virus. Okay, that's first of all. So what does that tell me? And so now it's been man-made. It's something that's going to attack your lungs. That's airborne because flu viruses and things of that matter, they're airborne, right? First of all, a coronavirus is nothing more than a common cold. A cold, a flu, a pneumonia, walking pneumonia, the virus, airborne, fluids. HIV is conducted from person to person in fluids. Intimate touch, intimate fluid exchange. Now, so what was created was a virus that is insidious in its very nature. What the matrix, if you will, what the oligarchs, what the controlling group of this reality created was something so destructive that it would take out the elderly or the wisdom in the earth. I want you to think about that for a second. There's a couple of aspects of this that I want to talk about. You may, I don't know, y'all think what you want to, but this is just the information that I've been getting. That this virus not only takes out the wisdom, the wise of the earth, those that have been here, been through some Saturn returns, been through some Jupiter returns, been through a lot, right? And so they have the wealth and breadth of a third dimensional experience, yet they're living in this time frame in their lives where now they're able to look at things a little bit differently from a higher perspective, from a deeper perspective. We're not taking out the young ones that don't know how yet to use their gifts. And I'm not saying everyone that's being taken out at this juncture is all enlightened people. I'm not saying that. But we have to look at the group that it's taking out. Now, some of this group perhaps has a perception of spiritual reality that maybe, you know what I'm saying, that was keeping the vibrational set point lower on the earth. There are those that say that as well. But as I'm peeling back each layer of the onion, that was the first thing that I saw. Once you have the virus in your system, it never leaves. So, aces of healing. to your point, diluting the DNA of the new generation. That is very true because it's in your system and theoretically it doesn't leave. But now let's talk about why isn't it truly affecting the young ones? The young ones haven't lived under 9, haven't lived long enough for the energetic wounds of being young, of being human, for the most part, for them to take true hold. So if you notice any child under the age of 9, if you introduce spirituality to them, if you introduce spiritual concepts to them, they adhere to it like glue. They integrate it. I'm getting to that oasis of feeling. They integrate that into their very being. You see my granddaughter, right? When she's on with me, not only because she comes from my lineage and my lineage is very strong in the gifts, but she's so open. It is just what it is. Spirit is spirit. Of course, I can do these things. Of course, I can manifest. Of course, I can see. Of course, I can talk to my spirit guides, my imaginary friends. Why wouldn't I be able to, for goodness sakes? It hasn't had an opportunity, right? This world, the vibrational frequency of this earth hasn't had an opportunity, right, to bring their vibration down. Now, this is my own interpretation. This is the interpretation of the things that I've been hearing, and also the interpretation of a lot of the things that I've been studying over the last year to 2 years. When we become spiritually awakened, something happens to our DNA. Something happens to our DNA. There is dormant DNA that is activated. The more time we spend in meditation, dare I say transcendental meditation, where we're going between third dimension, fifth dimension, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth dimensional meditation time, and we allow our astral body to actually roam where it's from. We allow our astral body to reach out and spread out and ascend into the higher realms. There is a change in our DNA structure. There is DNA that is activated and awakened, just like there's portions of your third dimensional mind that are activated and awakened. And I am suggesting that that same dormant DNA that is awakened in an adult indigo starseed light worker, light warrior, in an awakened being, perhaps is the same DNA that hasn't been shut off yet in a child. Are you with me? Now, taking out the elders. Thinking we just leave the young ones, we don't have enough elders to teach them in the way. Now, what do we do with those that are already awakened? What do we do with them? We create fear. Mass, holistic fear. Now we're going to go to let's go to the astrology. I don't know that I want to go there. Let's go to the astrology. Yes, okay. Share screen, application window. So we're going to share this screen here. I don't know if I can make this any bigger. Let me see here, guys. Bear with me one moment. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Mama's got to figure out how to operate her stuff. That's better. Okay, I'm not going to be able to draw on it. Let me see how that shows up. From this perspective, bear with me, guys. Can you see that any better? Or do we want to do one other thing with this? I tell you what, this is what I'll do with it. Bear with me. I'm so sorry. So sorry. Hang on, guys. Hold tight. Hold tight. Hold up. Wait a minute. All right. Let's do this. New. Just grab this. And then we'll copy that. We'll put it over here. New. Don't save. So I'm going to go back a couple. Actually, this is going to be today's, I believe. I'm going to show you this energy. There we go. Here we are. All right. That we can see, I know. All right. Now I can draw. This is the situation we're in energetically, and I went into this a little bit earlier today, but I want to go into deeper now. What we have here is we have Neptune and the Sun in Pisces. Neptunian energy. Hello, Jeanette. Neptunian energy, right, in Pisces. If you know anything about the energy of the planet and know anything about the energy of the house, 12th house, anything about the energy of the sign, there are a lot of things Pisceans in the natural deal with. Pisceans tend to have some addictive issues, alcohol, drug. Pisceans can have mental health issues. We have a propensity for mental health issues. Pisceans, they're extremely intuitive, and yet because they're mutable out intuitive, it sometimes can make it a little bit more difficult for them to pinpoint where they should be directing their energy, right? This Piscean Neptunian, very ethereal, everything is not what it seems energy. That's a huge issue. Everything is not what it seems energy. Delusions of grandeur, delusions, nightmares. Karma is in this house. This is the karmic house. This 12th house is the house of, like, the grandfather, the grandmother. This is the grandparent house. This is the house of, let me look back upon my life and see perhaps where I could have done things different, should have done things different. This is the house of, uh, let me right all my wrongs before I pass. That's this house. A huge energy, though, of this house can be definitely fear, unknown, darkness, right? That kind of delusion. Everything is not what it seems. And over the past few days, where has the sun been? It came into Piscean season, as it should at the end of February. As it got closer and closer and closer to Neptune, it was just at Neptune 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days ago. It was conjunct Neptune. Yeah, about 4 days ago. On the 9th, it was conjunct at the full moon. We're going to talk about that too. But that if over the weekend there was a lot. I mean, mass fear. It's it's a little bit worse now, but there was mass fear. But there was a lot of information coming, misinformation, disinformation. We have to watch for the disinformation. We have to watch for what the natural powers that be want us to hear, want us to see. And you know where else they're getting us? Because we have Chiron and Lilith in Aries conjunct. Where can we hurt you the most? Where can we restrict your freedoms the most? Where can we play on your fears the most? That which is my greatest fear has come upon me. That's in Job, right? That's why all that was allowed to happen to Job. Why? Because he spoke it out of his mouth, because he was thinking it in his brain. That which my greatest fear was has now come upon me. So not only are we getting disinformation from the outside, but we have some funky, weird thoughts on the inside in our third dimensional brain because we haven't yet gotten a hold of that yet. And that which is so personal to us, our personal freedoms, our personal health, our personal ability to have free will. Chiron in Aries. I am so used to somebody not honoring who I am at my very core, at the very being of my existence. I am so used to being restricted in some way and not able to just exercise my free will and do it however I want to. Chiron in Aries, my interpretation. You all are allowed to have your own interpretations. That's fine. Hello, Fit Goddess. Now, put Lilith on top of that, the dark side of the moon, that dark side of, oh, you really want to control me, right? Lilith was here before Eve. Lilith didn't go along with the damn program, so Lilith got kicked out, right? That's the story of Lilith. Am I wrong? If I'm wrong, tell me. She's the first, the original divine feminine, the true divine feminine. She's not the divine feminine that fell underneath the misogyny. Oh, I said that out loud. That's not the divine feminine she is. She's the divine feminine that stood up for herself. She's the divine feminine that said, I'm going to be a partner. She's the divine feminine that said, I'm divine just like you. Couldn't be handled. However, there's a dark, kind of icky side to Lilith, right? You know where your Lilith is. My Lilith is in Gemini. So when I want to cut you 6 ways to Sunday, my intellect kicks in, and honey, I'm gonna cut you up and make you feel about this tall because my Lilith is in Gemini. So here, Lilith is going to fight against everything to have free will, and yet this is the time we decide to do it, right? This is the time they decided to do it because we're at our weakest. Because what are we afraid of? That we are going to lose our life. Remember, Aries is springtime. Aries represents new life. Aries represents new hope. Aries represents newness, period. A renewal of energy. It is no coincidence that all of this happened during Aries and Pisces. At the end, and during those seasons, at the end of the astrological energetic year, when we're dormant, when we're winding down, when we're just regrouping, when we're taking care of ourselves so that we're more distracted on this internal, okay, what do we need to do so we can like affect the greater good, right? And our own personal space is now being threatened. Whether or not we can go and touch other people. Do you know how powerful human touch is? Whether or not we can gather. Even Christianity has the concept of gathering together for fellowshipping, right? Quarantine everybody, keep everybody separate. Also, have you noticed where's everybody on their damn Instagrams and Facebooks and YouTubes and everything? How come the people in Italy ain't on their damn phone? Did they get cut off from the rest of the world completely? Why are we not seeing that? Why is that not information being disseminated? Why are we not seeing the 60,000 some odd people that have recovered? Why are we not seeing that? Because they have to keep feeding us fear. Why do you need to keep feeding us fear? Because we are at the energetic point in the astrological calendar, in the energetic calendar, where right now we are supposed to be spending more time, guys, paying attention to what our purpose, our dreams, our plans are. We are supposed to be spending more time with our astral body in connection with the divine. We are supposed to be spending more time being in touch with and in tune with what is coming up and the raising of the vibration. And so many people have been being awakened over the past year in 2019, and strong people being awakened, strong leadership being awakened in the collective. And we're coming up on the time where energetically this is supposed to be springtime. Yes? This is energetic springtime. This is the time where we can take a hold of this and heal our very core as a collective, where the spiritual people, the new agers, those of us that have come out of religion, are finally empowered enough to say, I don't care what you say about me. I don't care what you think about me. I am no longer going to be confined by your misogynistic caste system, putting me in a box so that I cannot be the divine being that I was meant to be. That's where we were ascending to and getting ready to break out. Our vibrations being raised, us understanding how to get there. Some of us discovering, are you a star seed? What star seed? Da 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 da. Are you a light worker? You a light warrior? What happens when you scare the army? You have no one to fight. What happens when you scare the leadership into being silenced? What happens when you take the leadership out of a situation where we've been able to infiltrate and get to people to wake them up? If you keep Morpheus really scared the whole time, he ain't going to go find Neo. Which is why none of the other captains in the Matrix would go find Neo. They didn't believe it. They said there were fables. It was stories, myths. So maybe then the leadership that's awakened says maybe all this is a myth. Maybe those of you that have awakened have said, I can't do it right now. I'm too scared. It's lowering the vibrational set point that we have worked so hard and put in so much effort to begin to raise. This is the fight. They do not want to lose control. Those that run this planet don't want to lose control. They don't want to see this. I said this 2 weeks ago. We are entering into the evolution revolution and the revolution of evolution into being multidimensional in every way, having dual citizenship in the fifth and higher dimensions, as well as here anchored in the third dimension. How do you stop a revolution? Well, you lock everybody up, don't you? You make people sick. You lock them up. You make them think that it's just crazy. And I'm not saying that this virus is not something to pay attention to. Biologically, third dimensionally, you have to be smart. I mean, I can't believe that we're sitting around here telling people to wash their damn hands. Come on now. Isn't that something we should all be doing? But I think I've told the story that there's a certain person at my office, thank God I don't go in anymore, and that woman would come out that bathroom and never wash her hands. Nasty. But we are at the precipice of the evolution revolution. Revolutionary, evolutionary steps in our spiritual nature. Now, there's something else I have to tell you too. Remember, I talked to you about Lilith, and she ain't too keen on the masculine. All right, she's not too keen. Another thing you all may or may not know, there's more men dying from this than women. Now, the divine feminine, or the feminine, the toxic femininity, if you will, portion, the dark side of femininity, I mean, it's raising up at the same time the light side is. Where there is light, there has to be dark, there has to be balance. So just as the divine feminine is raising up, we also do have that other side that's raising up as well. Notice that more men are killed than women. I'm just going to sit that right there. If we notice while the moon's been in Scorpio, we have all of this going on, the stellium right here in Capricorn. Saturn is at its strongest. Saturn is at its strongest position in Capricorn before it enters into its second home of Aquarius at 29 degrees. Do you think there's a few lessons that Capricorn is trying to teach us before it moves on? Lesson number 1, don't give up your personal freedoms. Lesson number 2, investigate everything that they're telling you. Don't take anything at face value. Understand that none of these people know what the hell's going on. They don't know, or they refuse to tell you. Listen, folks, all of us are probably going to come in contact with COVID-19 at some point in our lives. This is never going to go away. Just like the Spanish flu of 1918, just like the bird flu, just like the this flu, every once in a while, Ebola raises its ugly head. Every once in a while, we get another E. coli outbreak. Every once in a while, we get this. Every once in a while, we get this, that. There are viruses put into the program of the matrix, and they are never eradicated. We will come in contact with this at some point in our lifetimes. Period. That doesn't mean it's going to be at this pandemic stage. That just means that it's going to linger. So are you going to walk around for the rest of your life in constant fear? Let me see if I could find that vibrational chart that I have. Let me go over here. I'm sure you can see where delusion may have set in. I think it's going to be here. I know that I've shown this to you guys before. This energetic chart. Hopefully I can find it quickly. And I want you to see how low fear is on the totem pole. Here it is. Okay. Add source. Okay, let me just make this ginormous. You guys can see at 20 is shame. 30 is guilt, apathy. Fear is at 100. Hey, Jubo. Hey, Marina. Fear is at 100 on the frequency level. Where is love? 500. Where is reason? Even 400. When we are down here living in fear, Living in fear, that's even a vibrational level lower than anger. What happens when we're living in fear? We don't have any courage. We're not neutral about it. We don't have a willingness to just be like, okay, whatever. We're not accepting of it. We can't reason. We definitely can't live in love, joy, or peace or enlightenment. When we're down here in fear, there are some things that fear does to you as a human being. It contracts your energy. Your energetic flow is lowered. It messes with your immune system. So now we have introduced a virus. I'll make this smaller for a moment. We've introduced a virus that attacks your immune system, HIV. And what did we do? We lowered the immune system by fear mongering. Right? We lowered it by fear mongering. We absolutely have to stay in our higher vibrations. We absolutely have to stay in a constant, consistent state of meditation. I have heard this now from the spirit realm for a while. The attack that is happening at this point on us, on the enlightened ones, that attack is so that when we will be in such fear by the time we reach springtime, by the time the sun here comes into conjunction with Chiron and Lilith, which is supposed to be a most beautiful moment of healing, a beautiful moment of freedom. It's going to allow us to see literally what within us has held us back from evolving into the being we came here to be, into the being we truly are. But if we're living in such fear, we'll never see it. Why? Because our vibrational set point will be too low. You can't be trying to get to enlightenment phase if you're down here fearing whether or not you're going to have any toilet paper to wipe your butt. Listen, this is not a third dimensional fight we're in. This is a third dimensional virus, and there's a lot of disinformation and fear being disseminated. A ton. This is the reality, though, guys. The reality is, again, elderly, immunocompromised, comorbid factors. This virus does not kill. It is complications from the virus. If you are afraid you are going to get the virus and then have to go to the hospital and then have to go into ICU, and oh my God, because that's all we're seeing, people falling out in the damn street, people in the ICU, everybody running, people with strokes in Italy can't even get help. People are dying from heart attacks because they can't get assistance, because why all the respirators, everything else is being taken out in the hospitals, are being overrun. We can't fall into the trap. I don't care what's going on around you. Times are going to get tougher. It is not necessarily going to get easier. I'm not sitting here telling you that times are going to get easy. That would be a God blessed bold faced lie. That would be a bold faced lie. I'm not going to tell you that. It's not, it's got to get darker before it gets light. But the only way it gets light is those of us that are light bearers, if we're bearing and emanating the light. If the light bearer is bearing and emanating the light, that is the only way darkness is defeated. I cannot have my warriors, my spiritual warriors cowering in the corner. I need my spiritual warriors activated and warring in the heavens. I need my light being teachers. I need my light workers and my teachers and my empaths to continue to do their work. We will figure out a way to get it done. Energy knows no time or space. And the crazy thing about the oligarchs of this world is they think that if they separate me from you and I can't touch you, that somehow I'm not effectual and that we cannot connect. Now is the time we must understand that energy knows no time or space. Now is the time we must understand just how powerful we are as divine beings. Now is the time we must understand we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers and rulers of this world. That's what we must do. We must consistently walk in light and love by being vigilant and also being vigilant. Now, did I stock up? Yes. Did I? But I started stocking up 2, 3 weeks ago. I have a Virgo mother. So I stocked up about 2, 3 weeks ago, right? Um, I made sure I have water and everything like that. But I already work from home. I don't honestly believe, and we'll pull some tarot on this. Healing can happen over the internet. Oh, honey, Miss Sharon. Yes, healing can happen over the internet. Anything can happen over the internet. Energy knows no time and space. Period. Point blank. Period. Knows no time or space. I'm actually going to put this here so you guys can see it. Okay. I have spring water. Alkaline. You can make your own alkaline water by putting slices of lime in your water, or lime essential oil. Right? So this is a call. So I'm going to go back here. I needed a moment. This is a call to my light workers, my light warriors. This is a call to my spiritual beings. This is a call to my awakened ones. We cannot slip into fear. This is not the time where you slip out and you just curl up in a corner. This will pass. We have to be smart. I'm not saying just go around touching microphones and licking doorknobs. But there's some interesting things as who is or is not affected. And we have to see it for what it is. It's meant to keep us awakened ones in fear. The whole world. It's hard to, right? It can be hard. It feels heavy sometimes, right? The energy feels heavy. I like staying in my little cocoon here because the energy feels heavy sometimes when I go out. harder to get out. So make sure you make yourself a good space for you to be able to get out energetically. Yes, exactly. And anyone that is capable of being dual citizens, it's your time. Marina, I honestly don't know about pets. I believe this is the human coronavirus. I have not seen pets be affected or heard of pets being affected. This was specifically to hit humans. All right, listen. Right? No. All right. Here, I'm gonna add this in here. If you guys, hopefully, I'll be able to hear you. You guys want to join into the live stream? You can just click that link and join into the live stream. Now I'm understanding why I've been asking. Yes. Yes. Hey, Victoria. Thank you. Yes, Victoria. That's what I've been saying. Wash your hands. Please wash your hands. And if you are feeling any cold, um, any type of cold, sniffles, stay home. The rest of the office don't need it. And a lot of companies are making a way for people to be able to work from home anyway. And don't be all up in people's bubbles and spaces and faces right now. You don't know what's going on. It did not come from an animal, Marina. That's a lie. Straight up lie. It did not come from that lady eating a damn bat soup. An animal was injected with it. Anyway, no need to be ignorant. High frequency music for protecting us or treating the virus. I'm going to investigate that a little bit. I'm going to investigate that a little bit. From a frequency level, why don't we just, let me see here. I wonder how I find that out. I really now am interested in finding out what the vibrational frequency of a virus is. Let's do some investigation, shall we? Thank you so much, Game On. Thank you, sweetheart. It was not. They always trying to blame monkeys and pygmy animals. I'm really about tired of folks blaming animals that have been associated with melanated people. I about had it with that because y'all know y'all creating this shit. That's not us. We ain't got shit to do with y'all stuff. Stop playing around. Damn pygmies. A pygmy. A pygmy animal. Y'all better move it around. We're trying to hear that. Been trying to listen from my past. Yes, anything that makes you feel young, anything that makes you feel vibrant, right? Anything that is higher frequency. So when we're trying to heal our heart chakra, when we're opening our throat chakra, when we're activating or healing our third eye chakra, when we're opening our crown, yes, that'd be wonderful. Oasis of healing, please do. Those are higher frequencies. Let me show you this again. Remember, oops, right? Look at this here. Look at all this. So if you're listening to anything, I'm going to say 432 and above. 432 and above. Because even though love is a 500, 430, 428, 432 starts at the lower register of your heart chakra. It starts giving you that's like the forgiveness, self-love, I understand. I tend to call 432 the um responsibility frequency. You have the ability to change your response to your issues, to whatever injury happened, to the memory. Thick Goddess, can you put my email in there also, please? Yes, clear out old energy. You're doing exactly what you should be doing. Stay home, right? Nurse yourself. Um, elderberry, vitamin C, anything to boost your immune system. Clove. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the essential oils to boost your immune system. That's definitely what we need to talk about. Essential oils to boost immunity. The essential oils to boost immunity. So let's see here. Lemon. So lemon cleanses your blood as well. It's like this natural like detox. Because I love lemon water, so I was putting like 2 or 3 drops of lemon essential oil in like a water bottle like this. Honey, you want to talk about detox and clearing out? Hmm. One is enough. Lemon essential oil, eucalyptus, rosemary, tea tree, fabulous, clove, cinnamon, oregano. Now, a lot of that stuff you can't ingest. You can ingest your lemon oils. Is if you get a very high grade tea tree, you could do that. Cinnamon, definitely you can ingest. Okay, you got to boost your immune system. You can also diffuse it in your diffuser as well as ingest it. Um, you can also, frankincense is such a cleansing oil diffused in the air. It's sanctifying. Do I know how to build up hemoglobin without raising the iron level? Well, let's see. I'm sure there's an oil for that too. Essential oils to raise to increase hemoglobin. Well, looks like we got lemon again. Lemon for 500, Alex. Lemon oil, helichrysum. This one as well. Let me go here. Lemon too. Yes, frankincense can be used near your skin. But if you have sensitive skin, get like a fractionated coconut oil for a delivery system. Zinc is really good too. Um, well, Marina, this is the thing. As far as going out, I don't know where you live, and I don't know what we're doing. as far as what's how many cases there are and everything like that. I would avoid large groups of people as much as possible. I would not use public restrooms unless you're going to carry bleach wipes with you. Wear gloves. Like, so if you're going to go out, I would definitely wear gloves. Try not to touch your eyes. I'm limiting the amount of time I spend amongst the general public. And in fact, I'm taking with me like my disinfectant essential oil spray and spraying down keypads for debit cards. I'm honestly thinking about just going in and pulling out some cash, but cash is the most disgusting stuff ever. Well, Marina, you asked me a question. Honey, I can't make that decision for you. I'm gonna guess it's probably not a lot of people going, right? Not a lot of people going. So if it was planned, if it's during the day, if it's not going to be a lot of people there, you know, but I would definitely get some gloves, get some latex gloves or something like that if you're allergic to latex and nitrile gloves so that you don't come in contact with stuff. Well, we got 2 more weeks in this month, Marina. Well, then don't go. Girl, don't go. Okay, I'm going to put this up here, guys. I'm not going to stay on here for forever. It's 10 o'clock. I've been on here for an hour. I want to be able to help you guys. I sent it. Yeah, that's the right one. She put up my website. Does anybody want to join? Game on. You work at the cash office? Yeah, it's dirty, baby. That is some dirty stuff. I don't know if this has helped you guys. This isn't the end. This is not the plague that's going to kill us all. But what I cannot have, and what I've been hearing from the spirit realm, is we cannot fall into such fear that we don't continue to grow and we do not continue to move forward. We have to continue because we are on a trajectory in our evolution, spiritual evolutionary process to become so much more, so much more. You're welcome, dears. Okay. All right. Seeing no one's joining. Thank you guys. We're gonna do part 2 of this from a little bit more of an energetic level. A more of an energetic level. We're gonna do part 2 over the weekend. I'm gonna have my very good friend uh Will Brown from Will Brown's Cartomancy. He's a tarotist here, also a medium as well on YouTube, a spiritualist. He's gonna be coming on with me this weekend, and we'll do part 2. He's developing a specific tarot spread for the coronavirus, and we'll see if there's anything else that comes out after that. I definitely wanted to do that. I'm going to be continuing to meditate and continuing to war in the heavens because there is this very, very, this is really meant to take, not even physically take so many of us out, but spiritually. I think visiting nature for high vibration is excellent. I think meditation at the beach and the parks is excellent. I think that we have to do nature's not our enemy. Nature's not our enemy. Okay? I'm also going to put in here um so as you guys may or may not know, and then I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to go make myself something to eat. We're doing this Sunday. For the most of you know this, but I'm going to just for those that don't, Sunday the 15th, we're doing this online class. So from the comfort of your own home, from the comfort of your own home, right? We're going to safely activate your third eye and safely unblock and open your crown chakra. I'm going to go through this with you. It's a group thing. It's 90 minutes. Let me move this down here. 90. Oh, you won't be able to see there either. 90 minutes. You'll have mantras, you'll have affirmations, you'll have exercises to help sharpen your sight and sharpen your hearing. Hola, señor. Hola, señor. ¿Cómo estás? Sharpen your hearing. Understand the difference between your third dimensional mind and your higher self. That's what we're doing on Sunday, 11 a.m. Central, 12 p.m. Eastern, 1700 hours, 1700 in England. Right? 90 minutes. You're going to get plenty of things to take with you, and you'll have the class itself. We have to be able to see and hear, guys. I'm telling you, I'm telling you. I cannot stress this enough that there is going to be a time very soon, where what it's already here. You can't trust what you hear. You can't trust what you see. You can't trust what you're being told. You have to know which source to get which information from. And there are times where you're going to have to hear from your eternal higher self which direction to go. And you better figure this out now before it's too late. I don't know if I shouldn't say too late in the fact that you'll never be able to hear it. But I'm telling you, there are reasons and seasons, and this is a beautiful portal open on Sunday. It's no coincidence this is happening on Sunday. This is a beautiful energetic portal open on Sunday that's going to allow us to ascend in a greater way and step into your next step of for evolutionary reasons. Period. Join me with this. We're going to be doing more of these things like this in this setting online. Uh, it the revolution is going to be televised on YouTube. I don't care if I can't fly. I don't care if y'all can't fly to me. We're going to do online retreats. We're going to get together still, and we are going to do our part to raise the vibrational set point of this earth. That's our duty. We're doing our part to shine our light to the world. That's our duty. We're doing our part to set the captives free. That's our duty. And some of you are here just to simply awaken and be the light being you're meant to be. And that's my duty to help you. But this doesn't stop me. I will not succumb to fear. Ah, sí, sí, señor. Yeah. We have to, señor, hablo español un poquito, pero entiende mucho. Um, the earth is hurting. Yes, we will be fine. We will be fine. Aquarius angel, I'm so glad that you caught me live as well. Thank you, love. We are going to be all right. Stay focused. Do you, Game On? Okay. So, guys, go register at heartofinspiration.net for that class. Tell everybody that you know that's been looking to either unblock or activate or what have you the site. I need more seers. I need more seers. The world needs more seers. We'll get back on and do this again. But the next time I do this, you guys got to come and jump on my StreamYard with me. I'm lonely. All right. We'll be on. I did the daily reading for the 13th. We'll be on tomorrow, and then watch. If you have not already subscribed, please subscribe. Please turn your bell notifications on, and also make sure on your phone, if you watch me on your phone, which most of you do, that your push notifications are on your phone. Otherwise, you won't get notified. Those two essential oils, Jeanette, are what I saw is going to help tremendously. Have him ingest those. Lemon essential oil. Be sure you get the really good stuff, like doTERRA or something like that. Get the good stuff. Just look up essential oils to increase hemoglobin, and you'll find it. We're gonna get on the gram too, El Jubo. Next time I do this, I'll get on the gram at the same time. When you all want to talk about this again, we're gonna revisit this because I can't have y'all out here with not, freaking out. So email me. We'll start doing some meditations also to raise our vibrations as well. Okay? All right. Let me get on out of here. I have not eaten dinner yet. I'm gonna get going. Hey, sweetheart. Hey. Thank you guys so much for coming. Um, please join me. We'll get together tomorrow night. I think we should talk about healing our throat chakras a little bit tomorrow night so we can speak correctly. If you find yourself getting into fear, email me. Let me know. Jeanette, then get the helichrysum and the lemon from them. All right, guys. I appreciate you guys being here so much. We'll talk soon. Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. Please like, please subscribe, please share this video. Please share this video, especially with those that you know are light workers and light warriors, okay? Please do. All right. I love you. Namaste. Bye, guys.